It's your boy, the one and only Stock Sniper. Finished running. Yeah, I made the right decision to scale it down like a rest week, but I'm still running 4 miles. Yeah, I think that was a great idea. Yeah, that was a great idea. So man, we got the meeting supposed to be going down on Friday. Trump and Putin supposed to be meeting up to try to end the Ukraine-Russia war. Question is, can he do it? Can he pull this deal together and stop that war? That's what we trying to figure out. That's what it. I got a good feeling. I don't know if they're gonna end it this weekend, but I got a good feeling he can pull it off. You know, it's a couple of exchanges, whatever they got to do to pull the deal off. But I think it can be done because he be making a lot of deals. People that's been going at each other for 20 and 30 years. So I got a good idea that maybe he could pull this one off too. You know, but of course somebody's going to say that they ain't gonna never say something positive about whatever's going on. They gonna say that he suckered out and sold out to get it done. That's what they gonna say. Appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm your host, the one on the Stock Sniper. This is the 47th episode of the Great Walk Down that everybody likes so much. Yeah, there's a lot of people been in my direct messages on Instagram, really liking this walk down. Yeah, a lot of people like this walk down. So if this walk down have inspired you to get out, if it ain't nothing but just walk, if this walk down has done that, congratulations. You know, especially if well, it really don't matter what age you are. If you're young or old, and this walk down has gotten you to get up and make some moves, you ain't, like I say all the time, you ain't gotta like run like I do. Just get out and walk. That's excellent for your mental health. Good evening, Sean. How you doing? Appreciate you for joining me. I'm your host, the one and only Stock Sniper. Appreciate y'all for joining me on this walk down. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all having a great day so far on Tuesday. As it looks like it's gonna rain out here. It looks like it's gonna rain. I don't know what that was that just came across the screen, but I appreciate you. Whoever sent that, Brandon, I appreciate you for sending that. May God bless you and your family. Ron, this is the USA, America. Nick T, the walk down, yeah. Paul Martin, doing my thing, that's right. I'm out here just doing my thing. Appreciate y'all for joining me on this good walk down. Yeah, it has influenced a lot of people to get up and start exercising. And that was the purpose of the walk down. That was the purpose, you know, and also it helps me, you know, with my cardio. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. Thank you, Brandon, for sending the gift. I appreciate you. Woo. That's the only thing I don't like about here is that they're always driving these carts on the track, and it brings up a lot of dust, and it makes us breathe dust. But of course, they got to do their work, you know, cleaning up the park to keep the park all beautiful like it is. So I really can't complain. I should go walk. Gonna go do that. Have a great walk, buddy. All right, AN, appreciate you for joining me. Yeah, guys, walking is good for your mental health. You don't have to, run 4 miles like I do. You don't have to run 8 miles like I do. It starts with walking. That's all it takes. And this walk down is basically a second workout for me because I run, now I went down. I was running 6 miles a day. Then I went up to 8 miles a day. And as of yesterday, I went back down to 4 miles a day. Yeah, I went back down, guys. Because I started, like I said yesterday, I started feeling like some pain in my joints. So I had to shut it down. So basically this week is basically a rest week. And then hopefully next Monday, we'll better crank it back up. But I ain't gonna jump out the gate and start back running 8 miles. I'm gonna creep my way back up to 7. Just I don't wanna get no injuries because I still got about 4 months before the marathon. Last thing I want is injuries. So I gotta give me a little, here and there, take me a break as far as like a week, but not stop running, but just tone it down on something that's, I can manage, like 4 miles a day. I can manage that without no problem. But if y'all out there, just start off walking. Walking alone do miracles for your mental health. It keeps your mind sharp. It keeps your mind sharp. That's what it do. Hello, Cat and Peas. Appreciate you for joining. Paul Martin. Keep it moving, brother. Be blessed. You too, Paul Martin. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. This walk down, it's done a lot for me. Cutting on this live for some reason. This is the only thing that can keep me motivated after the run. Well, I couldn't, I used to listen to music after the run. That didn't keep me motivated. Then I tried talking on the phone while running. That didn't keep me motivated. But God told me to cut the live on and start interacting with the people on YouTube. And guess what? That helped me out a whole lot. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Yeah, because it's 2 workouts in one. But that's just how it is, man. On this Tuesday, it's looking like we're gonna get a little bit of rain. That's what it looks like, but give us a little break off the 100-degree heat. Yes, that's the zoo over there on the other side. Usually this right here is packed, but they blocked off this parking lot. I don't know why they do that. I'm still trying to get an understanding on why they are always blocking off this parking lot. I don't know why they keep doing that. I guess when those parking lots fill, then they'll open this one up. But the last few days, this lot has been closed down. But yeah, I'm finding. Hey, what's up, to Don? How you doing? Appreciate you for joining me. You've faced tougher battles before. Keep showing up because every step you take is shaping a life you're meant to live. That's right. Thank you. Stop the cap. Thank you for that great message. I needed that this week because this week it's starting off kind of tough. Like I said last week, I barely made it out of last week because I moved up to running 8 miles a day, and that 8 miles a day almost took the old man out. So that's why I had to make the decision to cut down and go back down to 4 miles. And thankful that I listened to what God told me. God told me to move down, go back down, and just use this week just to try to heal up really well. Because I still got a long ways to go before that marathon, man. I still got till January. So I can't think I'm young and overdo myself. I'll be on the shelf, and put myself on the shelf for about a month. Then I have to start all over. And that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to start back over, because once you stop running for like a month or two, it seems like your wind and cardio, it goes away really quick. So let's say, for example, if I'm running 6 miles a day, and I've been doing it constantly, and then all of a sudden I stop for a month. Guess what? When I get back and go back out there after that month, that 6 mile run, it's not gonna be as easy as it was before. I would have to start back down and go back down to about 2 or 3 and work my way back on up. And that's what I don't want to do, because it's so easy to lose those gains, and it's difficult to it's difficult to get up to 6 miles a day. But then once you stop, it's so easy to lose that work you done already put in, the accomplishments that you already done put in. It goes away real quick. Just like if you lose weight, right? You stick to the plan and you lose weight, and then all of a sudden you end up going back to your old eating habits and stop working out, and then you uh, go back into your old ways for about a month, and then try to get back on track. Like, you're gonna gain weight, you're gonna lose all those gains, and then it's very, very difficult to even accomplish those gains. So that's why I say forget that. I ain't finna try to push myself. I just go back to something that I know that's manageable, which is the 4 miles a day. I could do that with no problem until these aches and pains in my joints go away. And today, no aches and pains. It's gone now. So I know that my body ain't ready for 8 miles a day. It's not. I was cool with 6 miles a day, but then when I jumped up from 6 to 8, that was crazy work. That wasn't smart. So all y'all guys out there, especially older guys, always remember, don't never overwork your body, because that's what I did. I overworked myself, but I've been in athletics and I've been doing this for so long. I know when my body is telling me that's too much. So I caught on to that very, very early, even though I did push myself, because I kept on running the 8 miles, which Thursday, that's when I started feeling the aches. And then Friday came, I basically pushed my way through the 8 mile run. So I listened to myself, okay, you got to go back down to something manageable before you be out for real. So that's what I did. Hey, what's up, Hazen Ridge? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you for joining me. Hope you having a great day. Hope you having a great day, Reg. Appreciate y'all for joining me, man. I'm just talking about how I had to go back down. I had to listen to my body, and I had to go back down from the 8 miles a day that I started running last week. I made a mistake, and I went up too quick, and I started feeling aches and pains, and I barely made it through last week. Luckily, I had the 2 days off, and on Monday I had to shut it down and say, look, you need to go back down. So I went back down to 4 miles a day. So that's what I'm at right now. Yesterday, I had a little bit of pain. Today, I had no pains. So I'm going to just stick with this. I ain't going to, think I'm 20 years old and automatically go back to all that work I was doing. I'm basically going to use this week as a rest week. And 4 miles a day for me, that's basically a rest week. So that's what I'm doing right now. I feel 100%. Well, no, I don't. I feel about 85% today. I'm ready to rock and roll now, but I'm gonna stay at the 4 miles and just keep doing what I'm doing. See, that's the thing about the body. The body is not a machine, and you have to know your body. So I'm able to know my body because I've been an athlete ever since I can remember. So I always knew how to. It's certain pain I know how to work through, and certain pain you better not try to work through, like aches in the joints, in the knees, the elbows, or whatever, the neck, the back. Those type of pains in your joints, you can't work through that. You can't. But like some muscle soreness, like in your thighs or in your arms or something like that, you can work through that because those are just like muscle. You know, those are muscle soreness. You can work through that. You know, but when it comes to the joints and the Achilles, the back, the neck, the knees, you can't yeah, you gotta back all the way up when it comes to that. Especially the Achilles. I forgot to mention your calf muscle. Calf muscles too, very, very important. If you have any aches in your calf muscles while you're working out, you gotta stop. You gotta cut it down. Why, Stock Sniper? Because your your calf muscle, it is connected to your Achilles. And majority of the time, whenever you get a calf injury and you keep pushing it, because the calf muscle is connected to the Achilles tendon, which is a very tender tendon. And majority of the time, when you got a calf muscle, I don't care if it's soreness or a little tweak in your calf, you got to shut it down because it is connected to that Achilles tendon. And that is a sign that your Achilles tendon is going to go out. That's what happened to what's his name for the Halliburton for the Indiana Pacers. He tried to push through a calf tweak, and he knew that he was taking a big chance because everybody in athletics know that. When you got a calf injury, it's time to shut it down. You know, because next thing is gonna go is your Achilles because you're putting too much stress and too much pressure on that Achilles tendon. And once that Achilles tendon start acting up, you out of there. So like that's what you got to be careful for. If you start walking or start running and you start feeling something in your calf muscles, you got to shut it down because the next thing that's gonna go is that Achilles. And once that Achilles go, that Achilles tendon. If you don't know what the Achilles tendon is, I'm about to tell you right now. It's that tendon that's behind. It's in between your calf muscle and the back of your foot in the back there. It's very, if you could touch it, it's real, real tender. It's not a muscle, it's a tendon. And it's connected to that calf muscle. And when that calf muscle go, it puts all the pressure on that Achilles tendon and you'll blow it out or even get a rupture or a slight swelling in that Achilles tendon. And guess what? You're out of there when you do that. So that's why you gotta understand not just your body, but the different elements and the different things of the body. You know, like some muscle soreness. I mean, you can kind of work through that. But when it comes to tendons, when it comes to your knees, your joints, and that type of stuff, you got to be real, real careful. You got to be real, real careful. Like KD, right? Like KD and Halliburton. Yeah, once they start saying once I hear that one of those guys got a a calf muscle problem, and they keep playing, automatically say, man, that tendon is gonna be next. But see, that's why I like Halliburton because man, it's about to start raining. That's why I like Halliburton because he already knew he couldn't go, but he put it all on the line for the team. That's what I like about Halliburton. I became a fan of Halliburton when he did that because I knew if they didn't win that championship or whatever, get knocked out quick, I knew that Achilles was going to go on him. I knew it because he was battling it the whole time. Man, it's about to start raining. So yeah, that's you got to be careful, guys. with this exercising thing, a lot of people have been hitting me up in my Instagram about this specific thing, as far as exercising and running and walking and things like that. It kind of surprised me. A lot of people are was interested in what I do out here with this simple walk down. They are inspired to get up and move around. And that's why I gotta explain it like that. You don't get up and figure out, okay, I'm just gonna just start running. I mean, start off walking. Start off walking about a mile a day. When you get off work in the morning, start walking. Don't overstress yourself. And always know what your body can do. You gotta understand your body. Because a lot of people start doing this and they have not been in athletics or none of those things. And you got to understand certain things. You got to listen to your body. And when your body says shut down, you got to shut it down. My MCI hurting my knee right now, but I go through it and it gets better throughout the day. Yeah, I don't like to play when it comes to the knees and the joints and things in the Achilles and the calf. I don't like to in my back in the back. I don't like to play when it comes to that. If I wasn't training for a marathon, I probably would have kept it going. But the last thing I want to do is have to injury and then have to drop out of this Chevron marathon. I don't want to do that. But I already know that I'm already ahead of the game on training because I've been training for a while, and I still got another 4 months. So that's the reason why I really shut it down, because I don't want no injury right now. Because it's been so good for me, you know. But I just had to understand that I thought I was 20 years old again, and I moved up. I shouldn't have. I should have. Once I got real comfortable with the 6 miles a day, I should have bumped it up to about 6.5. But I jumped from 6 to 8. And that was a huge mistake, because all this time I've been doing this, I've actually been bragging about it. About, I haven't been getting sore. I haven't been getting no injuries. 100%, I've actually been bragging about it. That's why sometimes you need to just keep your mouth closed. That's what my grandpa used to tell me. Silence is golden. So all that bragging I've been doing, I should have just shut up and kept on working. But luckily, since I know about, I've been in athletics all my life. Luckily, I understand how to cut back and then work through it and wait till I get back to 100% and then still wait and then gradually move back up. I'm gonna move back up to the 6 miles, but I just ain't gonna do it, like I did before, because I went from 3.5 straight to 5. So I already was setting myself up anyway, because I jumped from 3.5 miles a day straight to 5, and then 5 to 6, and then 6 to 8. I shouldn't have did that. Knowing that, I'm an older guy, I'm not young. If I was 25 or 30 or 20, I probably would have been all right. But, I'm about to be 52 on Friday. And so I gotta understand, I gotta think smarter than that. I can't think that I'm 20 or 30 years old. I do myself all kind of ways like that. So that's what I'm going through these last couple of days. But today I came out and I'm about 85% today. So I know that tomorrow I'm gonna be back at 100%. But I'm gonna still keep it at 4 miles. I'm gonna keep it like this all the way through Friday. And I know my birthday is Friday, and every year on my birthday, I run 10 miles. So I think I think I'm going to question that. I don't think I'm going to do that this year. Every single year, I run 10 miles for my birthday as a birthday gift to myself. But this will be the first year that I'm actually over 6 miles a day. So I was gonna run longer, you know. I was gonna stretch it to about 12 miles on my birthday, but now, it's in jeopardy. So I got to figure out if I'm still gonna try to run the 10 or just shut it down and just do what I do. That's what I that's what I think I'm gonna do. Hey, what's up, Tusha? How you going? Hope you're having a great day. I'm trying, if y'all can see, I'm moving back and forth. I'm trying to stay up under these trees so I won't get wet, because it is raining. That's another reason why I love this park, because these trees, they really, really good umbrellas. So yeah, guys, it's been 26 minutes. 26 minutes. So this walk here, I kind of slowed down a lot. I'm not really worried about it though, because it's really a rest week. So I'm just cruising, right? I'm just cruising and chilling. Basically, I'm just going through the motions, like in practice. Yeah, I'm talking about practice. In practice, you practice on your technique. You just basically go through the motions, and then you your full effort in the game. So yeah, this is just practice. This week is a practice week. That's what it is. I'm just going through the motions. That's all I'm doing. That's it. So today is a good day for me. I hope y'all having a great day. Friday though, man. Woo! I barely made it through Friday, guys. If you was on that walk down on Friday, you probably could tell my energy was a whole lot different on Friday. Yeah, I was about 65% Friday. Hi, 213. Appreciate you for joining me. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, Friday, boy, if y'all was on here on Friday, I was at about 65%. I barely made it through the week. But I made it though. And God say, you know what? You need to go back down to 4 miles, because you're not ready for the 8 miles. You're not ready for that right now. Even though you can run that, and just know that them joints, that age gonna get you, man, every single time. Every single time that age gonna get you. But thank God that I knew how to shut it down. Because I could have kept on working and ran through it, and came out here and ran through it these last couple of days and kept on doing the 8. But then I would have messed myself up, thinking I'm a tough guy. So I had to come back down to reality. That's what I had to do. That's what I had to do, guys. I appreciate y'all for hitting the like button. 28 people in the building. I appreciate y'all for coming and rocking with me. This is the 47th episode of The Walk Down. And yes, I named some other videos, The Walk Down. So yes, we're going to make it for the 50. That 50 is going to be Friday on my birthday. And if you don't know, Friday is the end of season 2 of this walk down. And guess what we're going to do, guys? We're going to do the Cash App giveaway on Friday, just like we did uh, the end of season 1. We're going to do the end season 2, and we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to crank up season 3 of the walk down. But yes, this Friday, the end of season 2 of the walk down, we will be doing Cash App giveaways. Yes, we will. My main 2 moderators that's always in here rocking with me and helping me out, Jonathan Davis and the Don. Y'all already know. Y'all gonna get taken care of regardless. And then we gonna let some other people get a part of the Cash App giveaway. So I mean, go on, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. You might be one of the ones that I pick, because I'm gonna put it in subscriber only mode, and that's how I'm gonna pick the other Cash App giveaway subscribers and people that rock with the channel. But the Don and Jonathan Davis, yeah, y'all are doing so good of a job and been helping me out so much. I think I'm gonna put y'all on payroll. Yeah, I think yeah, I don't think I am. We're gonna have to talk about that. And I'm gonna pay the Jonathan Davis and the Don. Y'all been rocking with me so hard. Guess what? Y'all are gonna get, yeah, I'm gonna put y'all on the payroll. Y'all do too much for me not to put y'all on payroll. So we're gonna have to talk about that every single month. I'm gonna have to, y'all gonna be on the payroll. Jonathan Davis and the Don. Yeah, I rock with y'all a lot. Y'all been rocking with me this whole time. Just about every when I'm doing my thing and all over the place, y'all keep the chat together. You know, y'all connect with the people inside of the chat, and y'all come over here every single day. And it'll be wrong for me. That's just how I am. Y'all come over here and do that. You know, like shoot, like y'all been on the payroll the whole time, kind of like some intern workers. And guess what? Y'all got y'all spot. Yeah, y'all gonna be on the payroll. Yep. I ain't got no choice but to do it because this YouTube channel, what I got going on is a 15-year plan. And guess what? We ready to rock and roll. We ready to rock and roll, connect with the people, help some people, and get helped as well. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you gonna pay your moderators? Yep. I don't hear that often. I've never heard a content creator say they gonna pay their moderators. But yep, I got 2 moderators that's been, man, I ain't got no choice but to pay them. Why not? Why not? So that's what I got going on. So Jonathan Davis, you wasn't in the last Cash App giveaway, but you got to be in this one because guess what? You're going on the payroll, you and the Don. Yeah, I got to start paying y'all every single month or every 2 weeks or whatever. Yeah, I got to pay y'all because I like the work y'all do. And guess what? As the channel grow, as as we get this thing together, guess what? I know that y'all rock with me because y'all been with me ever since I started going live. Yep, very long time ago. Not that long ago because I'm only a sophomore. That's another thing. I'm only 2 years. See, I'm still young on YouTube. I'm still young doing this. I'm still young going live. I'm still young learning how to edit and do all those type of things. But helping people, I'm not young at that. I've been helping people all my life. I've been doing that all my life, guys. So that's what this channel is about. Helping people and being helped. About learning and teaching. About learning and sharing what I've learned in my 52 years. I'll be 52 on Friday. What I've learned in my 52 years. And I'm still learning right now. So shout out to everybody in the chat that come in and teach. Shout out to y'all. But yeah, I thank Jonathan Davis and the Don for what y'all do over here, man. Cause sometimes it get hard and hectic. And sometimes I get to running my mouth. And I just get to rambling. But y'all keep everything in order and y'all keep it in check. And y'all always in here with me, man. So yeah. Y'all gonna be the first 2 people that I hire. Yep. I know for a fact, if everything goes like everything always goes, guess what? Y'all would be 2 people that I would hire. So yeah, we'll just have to learn, you know, learn to keep it pushing. Cause y'all rock with me every single time. You know, that's one thing I learned. As long as you got people that rock with you, whatever you're trying to accomplish, and they see the visions, cause it's obvious, the Don and Jonathan Davis see the vision. It's obvious y'all see that. And y'all been rocking with me ever since I was a freshman. I'm a sophomore now. So we still in the beginning stages of this. Don't get it twisted. We still in the beginning stages. There's still a lot to learn. There's still a lot to teach. But you know, when I learn something, I can't keep my mouth closed. But you know, I got two people that's with me, and I know that for a fact. So as we keep it going, long as God wake me up every single morning, and I can come out here and put the work in, guess what, Jonathan Davis and the Don? It's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good. Cause guess what I know, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna put the work in every single time, every single day. I've been doing it my whole life. It's raining right now. I'm still out here putting the work in. Still doing it. I could have cut this thing off and could have went home. But no, I'm out here talking to the people, putting the work in. Jimmy Armstrong, Pittsburgh, Mississippi. Thank you for the live show. Shout out to Mississippi. Yeah, shout out to Mississippi. I was just looking at some land out there in Mississippi. Yeah, I sure was. They got some cheap land out there in Mississippi, boy. You can get an acre in Mississippi for 5,000 from five to 7,000. Yeah, I was on the internet looking at Mississippi land this morning. Shout out to Mississippi. Yeah. They got some cheap acres out there, boy. Woo-wee. Shout out to Mississippi. And shout out to Georgia. I was looking at some land out there too. They got cheap acres out there in Georgia too. Shout out to them two states. You can get parts of land in rural South Carolina like that too. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for joining me, man. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me. I really do. I've been 37 minutes. I think I'm going to turn around because I am like rested. This is kind of a rest week, but I know once I get to talking, after running, I'll look up, you know, and it'll be an hour and a half. And I can't do that this week, guys, because this is like a rest week. I got to run my 4 miles, and then I got to come on the walk down, and I got to do at least 30 minutes of the walk down, and then I got to shut it down this week. So that's what I'm doing right now. Basically, I'm just going through the motions to get this acheness and this pain away. Today, I'm at about 85%. So by the time tomorrow come, I'm going to be at 100%, but I'm going to keep it just like this until Monday. And then when Monday come, I'm not going to automatically jump back up to 6 miles or 8 miles. When I'm just going to stick with the 4, and then I'm going to move up to 5, and I'm going to move up to 6. And I'm going to keep it like that. Because I tripped out last week. I was feeling myself. Yeah, I was feeling myself. Because I had been moving up a lot. And I was like, man, I was amazed because I would move up and I wouldn't get tired. But my body started aching from last week doing 8 miles a day. That was crucial. So I had to shut it down real quick. But it's all good though. Long as I keep on going. Sometimes it be like that in life, guys. You got ups and downs. And when it comes to this exercising, I've been going up like the stock market. I've been going all the way up. I ain't went down at all. I've been going all the way up. So I'm going all the way up. So I made a simple mistake and it brought me back down. So now I'm riding the dip. I'm riding the dip slowly to get back up. That's just how life feels. You got ups and downs in life. You know, I could have, once I felt Friday, I could have shut it down. I could have said, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to stop for a week. I could have just said, no, I'm not doing nothing. But some say, no, that's not how we're going to do it. We're just going to cut down, but we're going to still come out here and put the work in. That's what we're going to do. And and it worked out perfectly. Yeah. Because I could have stopped for a week, and then the week would have turned into 2. And then 2 would have turned into 3. And then I'd have been stuck in that old mode, trying to get up out of that mindset again. No. Uh-uh. Some work is better than no work. Some work is better than no work. Some work is better than no work. No work at all is bad. Yeah. It's a plus that I love it. I love running. So that's why it's so much of a plus that I love it. Because if I didn't love it, I wouldn't have pushed myself on Friday. I'd shut it down right then and there. But I love this. I love exercising. I love walking. I love the outdoors. I love this. I love running. I love it. So guess what? I couldn't quit. But guess what? It only took a couple of days. And now I'm back. I'm not 100%. I'm 85%. But I'm back tomorrow. For sure, I'll be 100%. For sure. What is the catch for purchasing such land in Mississippi? Oh, there's no catch. It's called investing. It's called investing. That's what it's called. One of these days, that land gonna be real, real valuable. Because guess what? The world population is steady growing. So I learned that from my grandpa. My grandpa used to do that back in the game. Whatever extra money he got left over, he used to buy land. But he said that he used to do it so he wouldn't spend the money. He'll just buy land, you know? He'll just buy land. That's how I got that. It's actually a good asset to pass down to your kids and grandkids. It's actually good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's good for that. You never know what might happen. You might need it one of these days. Especially what's going on in 2025. If something go down, you got, 5, 10 acres somewhere where you can go, you know, you can go and start over or go and get away. So yeah, that's what my grandpa told me a long time ago. When I was a kid, I used to ask him, because when I was young, I didn't understand why is he, like the question you just asked me, I didn't understand why was he buying land with no house on it. I didn't understand it when I was young, and he told me. He told me why. Whenever you get a little bit of money and to keep from spending it, That's a good thing to do with it, because guess what? It's always there, and it's always gonna go up in value. You know, land always go up in value. And the way, like I say, the way it's going these days, one of these days, that stuff is gonna become valuable. We see so many people got 50 acres, 100 acres, and putting trailers on them, or whatever they doing with them, growing their own food, things like that. But my grandpa didn't have that, in mind. But he had it in mind to, okay, as a way that he can protect his money, and a way that he can leave something to his kids and grandkids. That's how that was, and that's what then and I picked up on the game, and that's how which is great for business in 2025, because you hold on to some land, and your great grandkids, the land is still there. It ain't even got to be 10 acres. It ain't got to be that many. It could be 3 or 4 on a smaller scale, 3 or 4 acres, and your parents give it to you or hand it down to you, and then you got it, and then it's just there, and then you pass it down to your kids and grandkids, and goes down the line. One of these days, somebody's going to come and buy that land to build houses on, because one thing, people are still having kids. So that's a great something. It's kind of like gold. It's kind of like something you buy and don't touch. It's an investment that you don't mess with. Well, my grandpa didn't have that type of idea, but that's why it's good to teach your kids and grandkids about investing, and because they're a lot smarter. Because my grandfather, he only had a third grade education, so but he understood how to work, he understood money, and he understood how to buy a piece of land or whatever. But he only had a third grade education, and as of now, you know, his grandkids and stuff like me, a lot more smarter than him, understand how to do things. And my kids and grandkids are going to be a lot more smarter than me. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to build on whatever, whatever's been passed down to them. They're going to build on that. Just like I'm trying to build on what was passed down to me, and learning that, and taking that understanding what my grandpa told me, and looking up other places where I can do what? Buy more land. Like I just looked up Mississippi, trying to find areas not just in the country, but in my state as well, to try to figure out where can I get some cheap acres. I got whatever money I got to the side, instead of just letting it sit there, man, go and buy some land. Just go and buy some land. Add on to whatever you got going on. Buy some more land in a different area. So that's the purpose. And I move around, so it ain't like I'm buying something in another state and I don't move around. I move around. I go to different states. I'm a retired truck driver. So I already done seen a lot of these places just by moving around. So, but yeah, that's what I was doing this morning. I was looking up land in Mississippi and land in Georgia. And that land in Mississippi is so cheap. And then look, you coming here from Mississippi. That let me know something, right? That's how I think. I've been looking up Mississippi, and then you come in here in the chat from Mississippi. So that let me know, okay, God telling me, all right, don't forget about Mississippi. That's how I think. That can be a direct message from God telling me I need to get on over there and pull that trigger on that Mississippi land that I seen. And if it ain't number 3 acres, something, or whatever, something. Just like one share at a time, a fraction of a share, that's all it takes. You got to start from somewhere. And sometimes you got to start at buying fractional shares in a stock. Sometimes you got to start right there. Sometimes you got to start at buying a quarter of an acre. Sometimes you got to start right there and add on as you go. As long as you put the work in and you do what you got to do, you're going to stack it on up. Just like you stack up them investments on them stocks, stack up on that vacant land. If it ain't nothing but a quarter here, or whatever the case may be, and just add on as you go. Eventually, you'll be sitting on something nice. It take time to shine. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So I think that's it, guys. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Everybody that came in and rocked with me. I thank y'all for coming in, because when y'all come in and rock with me, this gives me more of a good workout. This is 2 workouts in one. And this walk down is a totally different workout. 50 minutes walking. I only wanted to do 30, but I stayed on another 50. So in other words, I walked about another 2 miles. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for coming in and rocking with me. Thank y'all for giving me y'all time. I appreciate y'all. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all come here rocking with me. I want to thank Jonathan Davis. I want to thank the Don for what y'all do. And we're going to keep on rocking this every single day, one day at a time. We're going to put our left foot in front of our right, and we're going to stay in our own lane. We're going to mind our own business, and we're going to get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. With that being said, I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one, this is the one and only Stock Sniper. I love and I appreciate y'all. I'm out.